Hello guys, it's Laacer and today I'm doing top 10 dinosaurs. On place 10 we have Gallimimus. And the reason I picked Gallimimus is because of its speed. It's a long range runner, which is really good when you're doing exploration videos. I usually pick Gallimimus or Carno for exploration. And also I like that the Galley can also crouch, so you can be stealthy. It can do decent small damage with its kick, and it also can jump, which is very good. You can jump on rocks, get away from the predators that can't actually jump. So that's one of the reasons I like Galley so much. It's a runner, not a fighter. It can do just small amount of damage, but it's better than nothing, you know. That's why I prefer Galley over the other smaller dinosaurs. It can just run away from the predators, and when needed, just kick them on the knees. Anyways, yeah, that's pretty much the reason I love Galley so much. And it's a very good trolling dinosaur. And then number 9 is Utah Raptor. The reason why I picked Utah is mostly because of its speed. It actually can out-trot a Carno, which is very good when you need to stay away from bigger predators. You can just out-trot them when you're out of stamina. Also, I love it because of its stealth. It's very stealthy, and as you can see, the turn radius on crouching is incredible. And also, it has very good ambush speed. Very good indeed. That's one of the main reasons. It's not a very good when it comes to damage, but at least it can bleed. Not as well as Allo, Carno and other bigger ones, but it's better than the smaller critters. And also the jump is one of the reasons I like Utah, because you can just jump away from the bigger predators to a rock or a ledge and get away. And number 8 we have Maiasaurus. The reason why I picked Maya is because it has speed on its side. So yeah, I like speedy dinosaurs. I prefer speed over damage. So yeah, it can outrun the apexes unless they're ambushing. Well, it can outrun Rex even if the Rex is ambushing, so that's why it's a very good mid-tier herbivore, because of the speed and the leg break. So the main strategy is to hit them on the knees and run away. Maybe the Maya's downfall is actually its bleed region. When you're hit by a bleeder, you most likely bleed to death, because the Maya's bleed region is so bad. Also, its stamina region is not as good on the move as you would hope, but at least it can regen stamina while walking, and that's basically the reason why it's better than other smaller ones, because it has more health and it has the leg break. But that's all for the Maya. Let's get to the next one. And the number 7 is Carnotaurus. The reason why I picked Carno is because it's a long distance runner. And it has a fairly fast trot, which is also a good thing. But mainly I prefer Carno because of its long distance running ability. It has stamina for days. It's just ridiculous how long it can actually run. And it has a fairly good damage. It has bleed on it, which is very good. It's not as good bleeder as the aloe, but if you get the ambush attack, you do a fairly good base damage and the bleed helps you. So if you get like first bite on aloe, you can kill the aloe as a Carno. And it has a very good ambush speed. That's why you should always use the ambush attack first. That's my main strategy with the Carno. If you get bitten first as a Carno, you're in a pickle. Carno's bleed regen isn't as good as it should be, but it's a moderately good. But yeah, that's the main reasons I love Carno so much. It's my mid-tier carnivore bay. And on the number 6 we have Albertosaurus. The reason why I picked Alberto is because it's one of the best mid-tier carnivores. It's not as fast as Carno. It doesn't have as good bleed stack as aloe, but there is 2 things that makes it better than aloe and Carno in my book, and that is bone break. It has high chance of a bone break, and because of the bone break I think it's way better than aloe and Carno. Also, its ambush speed, as you can see, it's very good. It's very speedy, and with the bone break it's very dangerous carnivore. And on the number 5 we have Dinosaurs. You might wonder, why did I pick Theory out of all? Well, it's because it's actually very good herbivore. I like Dinosaurs because it has very good health. It can actually outlive 3 bites from Rex, and it also has this, the 3 swipe attack. You can actually kill apexes with that attack. If you do it quick enough, you can do a great amount of damage. And also one of the reasons is because Terry is fast. Well, not as fast as most of the creatures, but it can outrun Rex, and that's one of the main reasons you should pick Theory. And number 4, we have Carnotaurus. The reason why I like Acro is because it's a semi-apex. It has good health and good damage with some bleed and bone break, which makes it almost good as the apexes. The only downfall of Acro is its health. It's not as good as the apex's health, but still it's a fairly good top tier carnivore. The sad part of the health is it can actually be killed by Theory with only, I think, 2-3 swipes. So yeah, but the reasons I like Acro so much is because it's so stealthy. It's so silent and so fast. So in speed, it actually outruns like Rex and Spino. Giga is faster, but Giga has less stamina. And Acro's stamina regen is actually good when it's moving. And because of it has bone break and bleed on the attack, it makes it really, really good semi-apex. And let's face it, the demon train needs more love. I just love the Acro. Can't help it. And number 3 is Triceratops. The reason I love trike so much is because it's a health tank. It's very bulky, and also because it's actually very good against apexes. Stomp can bone break and give very good base damage with bleed, which makes it very good against apexes, and it also has gore attack, which can also break your bones and give a ton of bleed. And that's why it's so good against apexes. The only downfall of the trike is the nerf that it had for its speed and stamina. So nowadays it's very sluggish. But yeah, one of the reasons is also its turn radius. This is the normal turn radius when trotting, and as you can see, it's fairly good. But when you're limping, it just goes insanely good. So you can just limp around and gore them when your leg is broken, or maybe you just wanna abuse the limp. That's one of the strategies people have for the trike. But yeah, that's the main reason I love trike so much. It's very good apex killer. And number 2 we have Satungosaurus. The reason why I like Shantu is because it's a health tank. It has very good health, which is good against apexes. And this guy doesn't run from danger. It attacks. With a stomp, you can actually one-shot apex if you hit it right on the head. If you don't manage to one-shot them, you at least break their bone and give a very good damage. And if you just run out of the stamina, you can always just, you know, headbutt. That's the main strategy I have with Shantu. I usually back off on a rock, so my back is against the rock, and then I just headbutt the attacker or stomp them. Depends. If I have stamina to stomp them, I rather stomp them, but if they manage to break my bones, then I just headbutt them. And the downfall of the Shantu is its stamina. Let's face it, this guy isn't really a runner. He's a defender. I can show you how bad the stamina is. I'm gonna just run around until I'm out of stamina. And as you can see, the running is very sluggish, so you don't really outrun much of the carnivores. So you better just forget the running away and just, yeah, there we go, I'm out of stamina. And Shantu's other problem is the stamina regen, because it's ridiculously slow when on the move. You're better off just to sit down and get your stamina, and that's why you should never run out of stamina. Don't run away from the apexes, just confront them. That's the best thing you can do with Shantu, because of it's actually very bad at turning. So if Rex or Giga or Spino gets on your ass, you are doomed. Let's face it, because you can't really turn fast with Shantu. So you never let the apexes go on your backside. That's when you die, people. And number 1, we have Spinosaurus. You were hoping Rex, didn't you? Well, for your surprise, I actually prefer Spino over Rex. Yes, it's a very sluggish predator when it comes to trot, but it's still faster than Rex, which is makes it better than the Rex. And let's face it, it's also a better hunter than Rex. And why is it better? Well, because it has incredible ambush speed. It can actually outrun a Carno on ambush speed. And that is why I prefer Spino over Rex. I mean, look at this speed. Oh, I ran out of the ambush speed. But yeah, on ambush, you can actually, outrun the Carno. So, better use the ambush speed wisely and do short sprints with the Spino. And also why Spino is so good is at attack. It has very good base damage with some bleed, and it can stack up a very good bleed on a prey. And that's why I love hunting as a Spino. And that's why I choose Spino as #1 dinosaur of the Isle. It is the best apex that there is. Okay, people are gonna be like, oh, what about Rex? What about Rex? Rex can break bones. Rex has very good base damage. It's better than Spinos. Yeah, that's true. But what Rex lacks is speed. And I love speedy dinosaurs. So that's why I didn't pick the Rex. And that is why Spino is the #1. But that's only my opinion. This was my top 10 Isle dinosaurs. I bet you guys have different opinions and I would love to read them. So leave your opinions about this top 10 in the comment section below. And while you're at it, tell me your top 10 Isle dinosaurs. But this is it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one, and bye bye.